welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about why you get hit so much when you're playing Tekken. One of the most frustrating fighting games, one of the most frustrating things in fighting games is when you actually keep getting hit. No one likes to get hit in a fighting game. It doesn't feel good, especially seeing someone juggle you and all that. So in this video, I'm going to actually pick a character I've never played with before, and I'm going to show you the difference and the reasons why you keep getting hit when you're playing Tekken, or this could apply in other fighting games as well. The answer is going to sound simple, but I still have a lot that I want to say about it. So I'm going to pick Steve Fox. I've never played with this character before, so I'm going to show you here. So a lot of times when you're fighting, you may do an attack. You may do an attack. Ooh, nice. And see, you may fight someone and they just keep hitting you, right? Like no matter what you do, you think you're moving around good and all this stuff. You could be doing all this and see I'm still getting hit, right? Even though I'm like dodging and you're like, what am I doing wrong? I've got good movement. My movement's not all that great, but you get what I'm saying, right? You're like, well, why do I keep getting hit? Or even right there, why do you keep getting hit in Tekken, right? One of the reasons is sometimes you need to actually just block, and that means stop frantically using your joystick to just move around all the time. Even though Tekken feels good, it makes you want to move around a lot. And then in other fighting games, don't just dash around all the time, because you can get hit while you're in a dash animation in this game, and that is one way that you're going to get hit. If you're dashing backwards, you can't really block down that quickly. It's going to take a little bit, so you can still get hit while sidestepping if you're just your animation time is off. See, because normally I probably could sidestep that. And you see these moves, I'm not sidestepping them. Sometimes you need to block. So like, I'm just going to play here and show you the difference now. Is see, I did the wrong block on that one, so that's why I got hit. I'm going to tell you each time why I got hit. See, you see now, I'm just blocking. I'm just blocking. That's it. What's the big difference? The difficulty on the CPU hasn't changed. Playing Ghost Battle, and I got hit because I pressed the button when I wasn't supposed to. I should have blocked. This basically boils down to what you already thought. I missed the low block. I pressed the button when I was supposed to block. I pressed the button when I was supposed to block. So this is why you're getting hit. Sometimes obviously you're pushing too many buttons to try to swing at the opponent. That's one. Two, you could be pressing the wrong button to swing at the opponent, which is something that you will learn as you learn your character in the matchups. But you got to learn how to attack and then block sometimes after you attack, so that way you don't get hit. You see that? Oops, see, he caught me whipping. And you see, boom. Look at that. It looks like I'm a pro at Steve. I've never played this character, and it's on turbo mode right now. See, missed the low block. Got the low block. You see, I'm trying not to move around too much. Oops, I didn't block. I was pushing too many buttons. And they caught me with a throw. So, you see? Now, when I get some space, now I want to step, but you still want to be able to block too. See that? Look at that. Boom. And punish. Even in turbo mode. I don't even know what I'm doing with Steve. I've never played this guy before. But you see what I'm saying. So we could take this into an online match too and see if this works. I'm gonna pick Steve online. Let's go online real quick and try it out. We're gonna end the battle after this one, but this will be a good warm-up. Let's try it again. He just ducked me on that one, so that's why I got hit. So now you want to wait and then block. Sometimes you're pressing buttons too often. And see, my timing was off, so that's why I got hit there. I timed my attack wrong, which that's going to happen all the time, is timing. And that's why I got hit again. We both pressed a button at the same time. He did an armor attack. Sometimes you can't prepare for that unless you can pick up on the player's tendencies. See, if they block one of your attacks, go ahead and block. And he did an armor move. I should have just tried to block, and I blocked and got a punish. You see that? So it's blocking. Yes, I get it. That's a staple of all fighting games, but sometimes you're moving too much too. See, and watch I move around a little bit more. Boom, I get hit. Because you're like, well, I'm moving, I'm backdashing. I still get hit. Look at that, he hit my legs. That's one key thing. If you see somebody moving a lot, grab them or go low. Go low and they'll sometimes see the movement works. But see, you can still get hit, so you got to be careful. And a lot of times after lows too, let's talk about that. If you hit a low attack on a character in most fighting games like Tekken, unless it's a down, ooh, I'm gonna die though. Yeah. So most of the times in Tekken, if you actually land a low attack, most low attacks do not allow you to continue to press buttons without the risk of getting hit. Sometimes it may feel like it, but sometimes, most of the times, your character's low attacks, you may need to block after you land a low attack, which is different because whenever you land high or mid attacks in this game, they're usually plus, obviously, so you can follow up with something else. You see, I hit a button. That's why in practice mode everything feels good because you're landing attack, so you feel plus. You are plus, and being plus just means that you have the advantage if you press the button next. But when you do a low attack, you don't always have the advantage. So you got to be careful when you hit like just a, let's say, what's a low attack with him? Like that. When I hit that, that doesn't mean that I could just swing again. Because you see, we both kind of stand up close to the same time. Now, is it possible that I could probably get out my jab first? Maybe. But that character, Lee, he still has some options on what he could do to me. Alright, so now I don't know any Steve combos or anything. We're going to try my theory out. And let's see if I can try to keep myself from getting hit. Because I want to show you this in practice. And also show you this in fighting in a match. Is I may not beat this guy, but we got to be careful of just getting randomly hit by everything. Because that is so annoying. And so once we do this match, you will see the difference in just trying to move all the time. It's not a good thing. Even if you hit attack, sometimes you need to block. And that was a timing issue. I'll tell you each time why I got hit. We both timed our attack at the same time, but he chose the better attack in that situation. I got hit that time because I was mashing. I didn't wait for his full attack to finish. So those are the things you got to figure out. Like each time I get hit, I can tell you that was a timing issue there. I timed the attack at the same time as him once again. He just had the better attack choice. But of course he's going to have better attack choice because he knows the character. And see, he blocks. I mean, once I land an attack, if he blocks, I'm going to block. Yeah, see there? Give him his turn back. Sometimes you lose your turn after you hit. If they block your attack, it's best for you to just try to block. Depending on the attack you do, you could move. You could choose block or movement, or try to do both sometimes. Yep, and so he keeps catching me with the timing there of the electrics. I'm not predicting it. So some of that is based on you figuring out the player you're playing against, or learning what the character you're fighting against is capable of doing. The reason I got hit there, he set me up. He made me block a low, and then he hit me with a mid attack, which will hit you while you're ducking. So I fell for that. And this is how you get better at Tekken, because now that you know why you're getting hit in situations, the first thing you do is say, okay, let me use a different defensive option next time. Or let me use a different option next time. So he quit because he could tell I didn't really know how to play with Steve. But we're going to try one more there. But that's what you're going to be focused on is it's like what are my other options? Like when he made me duck low, the next time what I should do is maybe try to stand up and block instead, so that way he doesn't hit me with the middle attack that that actually caused him to get a lot of damage on me. Alright, so now we're playing against a Yoshimitsu. And yeah, this can be hard because I'm playing with a character I don't even know trying to do this. And I'm just showing you because I'm imagining if you're a beginner watching this, you're going to be at somewhat the same level. You're going to not know a lot about your character. So that's why I'm showing you with a character I don't know. So it won't. You see that? Look at that block. I was moving. That's why I got hit. I should have stayed still and just blocked. A lot of times if you stay still and block in this game, you'll turn out okay. Oh, I got hit because I pressed a button in the middle of his attacks there. So I wanted to interrupt. Sometimes it's okay to try to interrupt. I got hit because you saw I whiffed my attack and he did a whiff punish. That means he hit me while I missed an attack out in the open. I got hit that time because once again I pressed the button trying to interrupt him. So I don't have the right timing on interrupting him. Oh man. See? And block. Sometimes you need to just dash up and block. But see, you see when you block, you force them to do other options. So he had to go low because he saw that I kept blocking. And once again, I got hit because I haven't learned my lesson. Trying to interrupt the same attack over and over again and haven't learned my lesson. And so he's doing jabs to kind of throw off my timing there. And it worked because I ended up throwing out an attack and getting hit by a mid. So once again, once you start to figure it out, you can get better because now, let's say I start to learn Steve. Sometimes you will learn the character by knowing what you should and shouldn't do against this character. You'll say, okay, now I know not to push buttons in that situation. Then you start learning, okay, my best button to push right after I'm blocking. Oh. That was a good sequence. And now I'm doing stuff. Block. Yes, just go ahead and block sometimes. It's okay. I know you want to press buttons. So do I, you know? And look, it's working though. We just block it. You see when I block, I'm actually winning when I block. So then you'll learn about movement. So he caught me pressing because he just wanted to wait for it. Now there, I was supposed to block because why? He blocked my attack. Boom. That was a decent punish for him swinging around the air. I got hit there because I wasn't blocking after he blocked my attack. After they block your attack, the best practice is to, yeah, go ahead and just let them have their turn. Okay, so you see that match look very close against somebody that has 335 wins with their character versus somebody that has 0. And so you notice I'm not blocking any lows, but that's fine because he's not doing a lot of damage off of them. So I'm not concerned with it. Uh-oh. Oh, so I tried to use movement there instead of blocking. I thought I would have tricked him. And I got hit there because I didn't respect the fact that it was his turn to push buttons because he blocked my attack. You see how we kind of just take in turns? That's really how a lot of it goes. So I know that's a little bit respectful. You're playing respectful by waiting for that person's turn, but this is how you're going to get better, is understanding that sometimes it's just not your turn, and no matter what you press, you're almost guaranteed to get hit if that player knows what they're doing. And that's why you get hit so much. So I'm gonna finish this match and make it the end of the video. But you see, this is close. I'm blocking. He's ducking, so I see that. I see that he's ducking a lot. So I want to do an attack. Yeah, that hits while he ducks. So I'm learning something from watching him with my blocking. I'm paying attention to what is he blocking. So you see there, I didn't block any lows that game except like one. But now that's how you learn how to play your character. Didn't that feel and look intense? That was crazy. So hopefully you learned something from that. If you did, let me know down in the comments below what else you want to see as far as learning Tekken, getting better at fighting games in general. I'm not the best, but I feel like I can also lend a help to someone that's at beginner level trying to get started because we got Tekken 8 coming up, and that's going to be a really good fighting game. So thanks for watching.